the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry of the game, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did in Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
On 1st down is Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
Made back at the 39-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. That is caught by Cohen. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well. And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. That's complete to Mooney. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Kaepernick again. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Throwing, Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Good catch there by Nyheim Hines, and I think that he's probably popped on some Phillip Rivers tape and how he used Austin Eckler out of the backfield with the Chargers as a model for what he wants to do this season. He's had at least 40 catches in each of the last 2 years. He probably expects that number to rise.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bears 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Kaepernick now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Bill Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain and a fumble. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
1 yard.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Patterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Back now at Soldier Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
3-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Johnson on the coverage.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And left side here, it's Graham. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kaepernick now on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
35-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Completion left side to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Anthony Miller.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Buying time to, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Colts. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.